It comes round once per year, but always has the month and theme to inspire fear. With pumpkins, fall leaves, and rainfall comes the spirits to frighten you down to your skull. Now come with me, and I will let you see a series of titles not so scary. What? It's the Halloween spirit, people, and happy spooks and kooks to you all. Oh, you gotta love it. The cozy atmosphere, the nice cool and rainy weather, the glowing tree colors, and the candy. Wait, candy's for the kids? Who says that? But ignoring that, one tradition that people love to do is to play or watch scary movies and games during the Halloween season. And I'm about to give y'all a shocking revelation, but I don't really like scary things. What? Now see, I'm not opposed to the concepts of horror, like some cool things can come from it, and the worlds of which they build. But I ain't one of the brave motherfuckers that don't get scared by this stuff. Oh no, if I even try playing games like that, I will literally stop functioning and seize like a factory machine that ain't got lubed up for a proper rough use. Why did that sound wrong? But my goal with this is to provide you with a few titles that I feel complement the Halloween season, but don't cause you to have a laxative-less bowel movement in your jorts. And if you have a problem with me not playing something scary with the month of October, I'ma tell you to but now I'm getting ahead of myself. This is a season of tricks, treats, and chill atmosphere, so it's appropriate that I bring about chill vibes to the place. And so, when the creeps and ghouls come out for a fright, I present a friend for retort by the name of... Woo! We starting out this list swinging. Right out the gate with a knockout. A sleeper hit that brings the pain, and a hype-ass game. No! No! I forgot nothing! The people deserve to know! You animals can't stop me! This is a game that makes you feel like Little Mac if he grew more brain mass despite all the concussions he's gained, grabbed some armor, and ran into the lands of knights and monsters and throw some hands at some demons. A grand concoction of dungeon crawler and punch-out style gameplay to make a beat-em-up bonanza fit for any man that prefers bruises over tattoos. Coming with 6 floors, 6 gauntlets, your armor and moveset, 8 bosses, and a smattering of content in it, it's a fun time that can be enjoyed in either a marathon sense or, more preferably, short bursts. Make no mistake, go. The game is a fun and chill vibe at times when you're just walking around scouring the different levels, but once you come upon the eponymous fight that this game so loves, you're ready to have your shit rocked. This title lives up to its punch-out legacy because some of these enemies and bosses make it their born right to kick you in the dick, balls, teeth, shins, wife, uncle, grandpa, and future children. Along your way, you will find a whole host of people in the town of which you find yourself climbing this dastardly tower, willing to aid your cause, be it an informative way or one that actually provides physical benefit. Be it the town blacksmith that can be legitimately called a rock eater since he makes your gauntlets by eating the inspired parts. The potion sellers, one gives you the baseline but very effective potions. Also, I think this might be Grunty before we made her into the one we know as in Banjo-Kazooie. I'm so sorry, Grunty. The other offers bootleg potions for some monster parts. He's basically drop-lifting the potion lady stuff to you with wish-style false advertisement. And the Night Watch, which will save your ass when you drop to 0 health, as a reminder that it's time to cut your losses and bail. Oh, and what's the most important thing about this game? The music in it slaps harder than you do, and when you consider the shenanigans and bar brawl level fights you get into, that says a lot. Have a listen! game is like $20. It's available on Steam. No console port, SOS, and will give you a thrilling 6 to 8 hours of gameplay. Longer if you're taking your time and looking for secrets and items, as well as player skill, and as well as doing New Game Plus. So check it out. It's a fun time, or I'll feed you to the cultists. Oh, speaking of cultists, hit it! Oh, that feels good every time.
I have a bad feeling about this.
We aren't in the nice part of town anymore, people. We in a mountain forest region, and there's cabins, small encampments, and mines. You know exactly what the about to happen.
They're all dead. They just don't know it yet.
Cultic is a nice little pastiche and throwback shooter akin to the likes of Blood. Yes, I know it's not supposed to really be based off of it, but come on! And Wolfenstein 3D ones, with its atmosphere and environments being heavily influenced by films such as Blair Witch, Evil Dead, and old 80s slasher movies. You star as a police detective that hands in his badge and goes into this desolate mining town to follow an investigation that he has been pulled off of. Shortly after being met by a Jack Nicholson fan, you come crawling out of a pit of dead bodies.
Fresh victims for the ever-growing army of the undead.
And the tone of the game is set and the murder begins. The first thing that I'm sure you all have noticed is the pixelized art style of the game. And before you ask me how I can possibly shoot anything that looks like this, first off,
This is my boomstick.
delete the cod brain from your mindset. You'll be able to enjoy your life a little bit more. Secondly, it helps to add to the game's credit that I can actually headshot someone from a quarter-mile out and still tell that I domed the fool. You will know when you headshot someone. This is adding to the fact that you have a veritable arsenal to make anything that comes at you seem like just another target to be hit with. You have the likes of the Luger pistol, the Sten, the MG42, the godlike lever action rifle, the workhorse of this game, and even a flamethrower.
Don't try this at home.
That kids love this one.
So do I. And believe me, you'll be needing it once the ATF poster children start coming for you. They want that ass of yours dead, and they'll throw whatever they need to at you. Be it themselves, zombies, ungodly abominations, Nicky Avocado pre-slim down, and so many more nasties to keep you on your toes. Especially when you come to certain segments in the game where when you're just looking for critical items, the music will just cut out. And the only things you can hear are the sounds of your own footsteps. Unsure, unaware of what might be around the next corner. And if the weapon you're currently holding will cut it for the job. The only sources of light you have at one point being a leftover lamp or your personal lighter. You can get a hip light for later, but until then, you need to deal with the fact you are not alone down there, and you can only hold a weapon that can be one-handed, for using both leaves you in the dark. Hold on to your nerves, detective, and push on through, cause this investigation is gonna take you deeper and deeper into the sickness of this entire cult. And it's not going to get any prettier. But yeah, putting apart the spooky side, this game is absolute banger. It was made by one man. He did the music, the modeling, the level design, everything. And is currently working on and finishing Chapter 2 at the time of this video's making. I'm looking forward to see what you have in store next for us, Jason. Keep it classy. Killer Instinct. Oh, this one holds a special place in my heart right here. This is one of the quintessential fighting games for me because it has everything that I look forward to from this kind of game. A unique roster with characters that not only look visually distinct from each other, but also mechanics to ensure that no matter what happens in a match, it's never completely one-sided in a fight. A soundtrack that absolutely kills, no matter what song is playing, and it fits the action to a T. Killer Instinct is a 6-button 2D fighter that encapsulates all the best things that you could do for a fighting game, and an added little note, this is one of the first games to feature the use of rollback netcode.
Shotgun!
A unique feature to come with this game and its gameplay is the combo breaker and instinct mechanic. Wait, that's 2. I forgot how to count. Oopsie. The combo breaker works like how it sounds. You press 2 buttons of the same strength, and if you successfully hit it with the enemy's corresponding hit strength, you will break the combo and send them flying backwards, resetting the engagement.
Ooh. Stop!
But this can also be used against you. They can counter break you, and then they can just start racking up more damage as a boon for you falling for their ploy. As I said earlier, there's always something to do for you and the opponent. It's not a one-sided affair. One side does not get to just simply saying, oh, it's my turn. No, you're both getting a turn. The instinct feature is 12 to 15 seconds and are only accessible when your health drops to a certain point. But this can also tie into the fact there's always something to do. Instincts can be activated at any point as long as you aren't getting hit, and they provide some bonuses. And each character has a unique trait with their instinct, so you'd have to try out the character to see what you can do with them. The game also features a bevy of absolutely unique characters. Probably the most diverse cast of characters I have ever seen in any fighting game. And that says something considering you got fighting monks, skeleton pirates, murder machines, rebel agents, robo-velociraptors, golems, immortal Vikings, Japanese spirits, and so much more! Now, granted, this game is quite difficult to get a hold of with all of its mechanics. Thankfully, the game is easy to learn upon first trying it out, though its skill ceiling for mastering the game is higher than most of Elon Musk's rockets have ever gone. Though it feels so good when you finally hit that combo that you've been working on making new formulas for. Because this game, unlike many, will punish you for doing the exact same stuff with the same inputs, so keep throwing out that bread and butter. Soon enough, it's gonna burn if you cook with it too much. Then it's gonna come back to bite you in the ass. Just please, for the love of God, get this game if it's ever on sale. I promise you, it is absolutely worth every penny you could give it, and then some. What? None of those games fitting your vibe so far? You want to see what else I got in store for you? Okay, fine. I can see I'm going to have to give you all something real special, but also something that you are all familiar with. Luckily for you, I saved this one for the very end. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for some close encounters. Yeah, it's no surprise why I kept this one for last, but also revealed it within the first moments of this video. This was the game I wanted to try showcasing and representing a title that's not exactly super scary, but can still provide a fun time. Aliens Dark Descent is a bit of a funny one in terms of description. The best way I could relay such a title is calling it a mixture of squad-based XCOM strategy and extraction. It's very hard to properly describe it, but I will try my damnedest. Aliens Dark Descent is a game that has you take the position of an employee of the Weyland-Yutani Corporation, Deputy Administrator Maiko Hayes. Well, at least you start that way. Soon enough, you come across a small team of Colonial Marines led by now acting Captain Sergeant Harper. And from here on, you are given the command of a squad of Marines, 4 at the start going up to 5 later in the campaign. One thing that's going to be clear right from the outset, this is not a game where you want to be going in guns blazing. Even though you are in control of a squad of badasses,
me and my squad of ultimate badasses will protect you.
Game over, man. It's game over.
that's actually the last thing that you want to be doing, because that is just ringing the dinner bell for a face-first colonoscopy provided free of charge by the aliens. A big part of this game is to walk and check those corners. You do not want to be seen. As little as possible, in fact. The less you have to pull the trigger, the better your life expectancy gets. This is especially the case when you take survivors and bring them back to the Ark or through a facility that you have to work your way throughout. And it's not going to be that easy in later levels. This game's extraction mechanic is one of the big things you'll take focus on, because you can extract at any point during a mission and is more often encouraged, because things can get real quick.
Oh no!
Sweetie Swooty, I'm coming for that booty.
Got something on the track.
Tango down! Bring him down!
Take a breath. Watch that stretch. Squad.
As you'll be looking throughout these massively detailed and constant maps for materials, survivors, data pads, xenotech, and priority objectives. Thankfully, you're not helpless here, as you have an assortment of devices, secondary weapons, and tactics to make your trek through these detailed maps a lot less hazardous. One of the biggest things being the placeable motion trackers, not only a way of knowing what's coming from where you're not within, as in outside of your detection range, but also a useful distraction tool when necessary. Also, the Ark, my beloved. You want to have that thing as close to you as possible whenever it can be brought to you, or you have to go somewhere. Armored car? Check. Big guns?
It's seen us.
Let's rock!
Check. Unlimited ammo? Few things are better than sex. This truck alone is one of them. And I don't mean these maps are big or extremely detailed just for funs and gags. No, this is a unique kind of title because normally with a game like this, you have procedurally generated maps, not Dark Descent. Every map here is not only fully detailed, it is constant, as in anything that you do that could affect the environment of the place you're in is going to stay. Be it the motion trackers you place or a turret you placed somewhere, a wall that you blew up, a door you left unlocked or locked, ammo or other crates that you have opened and looted. Everything is constant. So you have to know when to pull out and when to try and salvage something from the debris and detritus of the aliens' recent, let's say, rehabilitation. So if you want an aliens experience related to the Colonial Marines that's not Fireteam Elite, but is still faithful to the source material and is also a genuinely fun time, I would pick this game up. It takes some time to get used to its very unique nature and mechanics, but it's well worth the time that you put in. Hey there, folks. If you actually walked through this entire thing, which, why would you subject yourself to that kind of torture? But secondly, thank you very much for participating with me in seeing the list of games that I thought I'd want to showcase that provide a good sense of the Halloween spirit without making you have to run to the bathroom because you accidentally just shot yourself from something jump scaring you in the back of the head. With that, I thank you all for stopping by, enjoying the video, if you did at all. You know the usual routine: likes, subscribes, follow links, all that stuff. The link to my Twitter, Bluesky, and Twitch will be in the description. But thanks, and have yourselves a lovely Halloween.